Can we all touch each other's heads real quick to start off the podcast?
No, because you're gonna put that in the video.
Yeah, I am. Can we start with this touching each other's heads?
Yeah, Michael, one of us gotta reach over.
Silence. Hey guys, this is Pop World, and we're back with another podcast. Hope you guys are doing great. We got Mark, we got Michael, we got William. How y'all doing today?
I swear to God, that's really how that video started. I really fucking hate it.
That's it. We're leaving this in.
I better hear that fucking song.
So yeah, we're just gonna start off hot with this one. The Game of the Year nominees. I'm gonna list them off, and we're gonna talk about it after. So we got Death Stranding, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Resident Evil 2, Control, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and The Outer Worlds.
So we got Amazon Worker. The Amazon delivery guy.
Amazon Worker, Child's Game.
Yo, don't disrespect Smash like that. I'm sorry.
Old school revamp.
Yeah, you could call it that.
And Child's Game.
Oh no, I was talking about Resident Evil 2.
Oh,
That's just an old school revamp. Control, I guess, would be Power Lady. Sekiro would be Asian Power Man.
what do you mean?
Yo, everything's power.
Our secret.
And Outer Worlds is Other Place.
Other.
Something more different.
Somewhere different. This ain't Earth.
So like, what do
I'm
you
sorry,
guys,
Control's infamous, dude. I don't give a fuck what you tell me.
how do you guys feel about these nominees this year?
I mean, compared to last year, it's bad.
Let me look at them.
Yeah.
Let me look at them. I mean, you just heard the name. It's not like it's gonna change.
Just the visuals, you know. Norman Reedus.
You dumb?
Yo, Norman Reedus. That's up.
He can't read, so he needs pictures.
Yeah, bro.
Why
was I dyslexic?
I mean, he just read it. He just read that shit.
I really forget. We do it 30 minutes. Like, it took us 30 minutes to get ourselves ready. Here we are 5 minutes later.
For that. I mean, I only played like 3 out of the 6 games there. So Resident Evil 2, I played Resident Evil 2. I played Smash, and I think I played Sekiro.
You know what's crazy? I always say I got 1/3 of this list down. That was Smash and Sekiro because we couldn't beat it again.
Let me tell you which ones I played this
year. You couldn't beat no one. That was specific.
I haven't played a singular one of these games.
Yeah.
I haven't copped a singular one.
It just doesn't fall in your interest.
I mean, Control falls in my interest. Death Stranding does. The Outer Worlds does a bit. That's it.
The thing is, since our friend played it, he beat that shit in like a day.
Who?
Isaiah.
You beat which one?
Outer Worlds.
It's not meant to be beaten in a day though.
That's how he plays.
Yeah.
He'll rush through a game.
That's what I'm saying. But like when how he made it sound, it's not like the game goes really fast. But I feel like there's a lot of stuff you could do.
Yeah, I heard.
And like he probably didn't look at it. That's why I'm not gonna hold like. I'm not gonna put a review on Death Stranding because like I heard it from someone who doesn't go Outer Worlds that hasn't put like 100% into the game.
That's why like I can't give like a full like. I can't talk too deeply on any of these. Like I've watched a lot of videos on it, but like because I haven't played it and experienced it, I can't like fully say like, oh, this is a sleeper except for Nintendo games. But like I can't say like, I can't really say anything good or bad about any of them. I can just say what I've heard from like clips that I've seen.
Yeah, that's IGN's list, right?
Yeah.
We should have had these other lists from different other like.
No, the Golden Joysticks already did theirs. They had a newer one coming up. I forgot. I think they were still like most of those games were on that list as well. Plus, like I think Code Vein was on one.
And this speaks volumes of like what
the game
like these games are great in their own respect, but like it just shows that like not every year can be a banger. Like last year, a fucking banger. Next year,
I love last year.
Supposed to be a banger. I hope next year is.
I know Cyberpunk's coming out in like 3 months.
Cyberpunk, Dying Light 2, Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us 2.
Oh
I'm sorry.
God.
We all know people are scared when PlayStation's about to drop that shit.
Honestly, every time a PlayStation exclusive comes out, I'm like, yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
It's about.
I mean, that's what happened last year. So,
yeah.
I
They dropped 2 of them, and both of them were
Yo,
up for nomination.
exactly.
They were playing games. They were sitting back for like how many years been PS4 been out?
They could tell that we're PlayStation.
The only recent PlayStation.
But I'm not going to disrespect Xbox.
The only
Cartoon
You Irish ass.
The only
people.
recent letdown, not letdown, but like it wasn't like a god tier game or whatever. It was like Days Gone.
Oh yeah.
Because that was a PlayStation exclusive. Like I still want to play it because like it's a lot cheaper now or whatever. But like
yeah, it didn't do as good as a lot of people.
It didn't live up to the hype, which is like it's already hard to.
Look at Anthem.
Anyway,
Game of the year right there.
So I
you can fly.
So
you can fly.
My thing is, this brings me on to my next topic. I haven't. Put my phone on.
Yo, it's just sound like a legit die. Yo, what's your? It ended. That's crazy.
But it speaks volumes because like I haven't played any of these games, and like there are games that a lot of like 3 of these that I really want to play, but it leads on to the next question of like, are there too many games made in the world? Because like I'm still trying to beat games from like 2017.
I would say,
I'm not even going for. I really have like so many games
from
last year sitting back in the.
Like I still haven't beat God of War 3.
Yeah, I beat God of War.
I didn't. I still haven't beat God of War 3, and I'm done mad about that. I still haven't beat Sekiro.
You mean just God of War? Because God of War 3 came out on PS3.
God of War, right? I'm dumb. It's God of War. I haven't beaten God of War.
I also beat that.
Alright, I haven't beaten Sekiro.
Yeah, because that shit you don't like.
I think our generation's like
it's getting bad now.
It is because like everybody's like saying like, oh, I have a backlog. I'm gonna get to this game. I'm just gonna buy these games because I want these, and then like
it's like Darian.
Yeah, not to out you, Darian, but it's
sorry,
like
Darian.
I mean everybody does it.
I only seen you once.
Everybody does it in the sense of like, I'm gonna buy these games. I'll play. You play it for like 30 minutes. Like, oh, this is fun. But I'm kind of bored because I have these other games I want to play.
Outward.
And nobody sits down to play.
Being Outward.
Yeah,
and they added more in-game bosses, which I want to see, but none of y'all niggas want to fucking play with me. I'm tired of playing Dark Souls games by myself. like
I want some help.
Yo, like I want to sit down and like enjoy the struggle with someone. But no one likes to play those games in this group over here.
I mean, I like Outward. It's just,
yo, that's just dumb hard.
It hurts you.
It does hurt you. You're just like, I've gone so far and then I die.
It's depressing.
But
that's because it hurts you
games.
more because you haven't gone through that struggle. Like I'm gonna fail 1,000 times.
Oh no, that's what happened.
Yeah, we really like.
We died like 6,000
Especially
times.
making all that food just to travel.
Sometimes we just die from cold.
Remember when winter came?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It threw us for a loop.
We were like, when is spring coming? When is spring? Where is spring?
Where's spring? Why is it cold? God died in a tent.
Oh my
Yo, I need to play this game!
He was like, I'm trying to warm up.
Literally, this is how me and Michael would be. Start walking in.
Yeah, especially his character when he gave up like half his life and stamina for his magic. Just
no regrets. No regrets.
Just straight chugging.
But see, back to this game with y'all.
Back to the question of just too many games. I would say at this point, yeah, but it's also like the fact that these games are getting longer.
It is true.
So I would say Red Dead Redemption 2 is dumb long. I still haven't beaten that game. And I'm like right there.
I think that's part of it, but I think it's also like there's a lot of games that come out that are normal length. I think there's just so many, and like more people are like more like quantity over quality.
Yeah.
And there could be like a good game that comes out and you're like, like Ni no Kuni 2, I really want to play it. That was well received.
Yeah.
But like I've downloaded it twice.
I love that shit, bro. I beat that shit. I'm so happy after 6 months later I finally beat that game. Damn near was emotional when I beat it. Yo, it's crazy. It's not sad. It's just I was like, I finally beat you.
I downloaded it twice and I literally deleted it twice. Not because I hate it. It's just like I have so many games. Like now on my PlayStation, I only have 5 games on there.
Because like when I think also like when you say like, there's too many games, it's like I like to play a lot of open world games, but then since there's so many coming out, it's like I can't invest myself into all the open world games because there's too many of them. Especially because now everything wants to be open world. Division, like what the Breakpoint, open world military game. I'm like, bro, it's an open world game. I want to get invested into it, but first of all, I heard it's bad. I mean, it had bad reception, but I heard it's getting better. But it's also massive, and then you have games like Outward where it's like, oh, I want to get into this world too. Nah, just bought Monster Hunter World for the first time. Yo, I just can't. And then I got Nostos, which just came out like 3 days ago, and again, I'm in it, and I'm just like, yo, it's too many open world games.
Crazy.
It's too many. I think it's too many open world games for my
Yeah, I think that's.
personal
I think
thing.
yeah. I mean, there's still like platformers where I'm just like, or like indie. I love indie like games. I fucking love Indian.
I love Indian games.
I love indie games. I'm sorry, Move or Die is hands down like one of my favorite games to play. Yo, just get you and 3 of your boys, start torturing each other at that game. Yo, y'all will have a fucking blast.
Those games are like really fun, but it's like there's still even a lot of those, and like some of those leave the realm of like indie because they're like, oh, money, which is great. Like you should want money and expand, but it's like then everybody's doing that, and it's like okay.
And also, I feel like sometimes games are getting sold like half made.
Oh yeah.
I love seeing my DLC give me a weapon that I saw in the story like from the very beginning. It's fucking great.
And I mean, also, you can even say like YouTube's kind of like a factor in it because like people
100%.
people on YouTube play a game and it like lasts for like 2-3 videos and then they're done with it because they're like, oh, this new game came out, so I have to get this one.
Or it's like I watch Red Brad or whatever, and like he like bangs him out because like everyone wants to watch it. So like, when I like started to watch him and I first started to buy games, like I was in that mindset of like, oh, I need to get it done in his time frame, which is like a week or two. But I'm also buying a bunch of other games, so I'm like, I need to. And then I started to shorten the time down. I wasn't enjoying games like Watch Dogs 2. I really liked it, but I wanted to finish it before E3 because I knew they were going to show Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah.
And I was excited to watch it or whatever, but like I rushed it so much and I enjoyed it, but not nearly as much if I would have just taken my.
Yeah, it's not like when you take like when everyone played Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like everyone was deep
Everybody
dive
took
for
at least a
hours.
month.
For hours playing Skyrim, replaying it, and then you know the world. Like that world, everyone know. Like anyone who's played the game, they fuck with.
That's how you know you don't need the human body does not need sleep. It doesn't need it. All you need is a little water to be splashed on your face and you can go.
Yeah, bro, I still remember that pillar for when you're traveling to Riverwood. Off
all the 3 pillars.
When you walk off, no, not that. When you go to Riverwood to Whiterun, that little path you go and then you go off. You go up the hill behind that stone pillar. Is that one singular wolf that always greets you to fight.
Oh yeah.
And then when you go down the hill, you go down to the farmland to where the giants fight.
Which is actually the wrong way to go. You're
Bro,
supposed to
you
follow
see how
the
I
road.
remember this? See, where are this? Where's that creators giving my shit back?
I mean,
But I mean, it's not even their fault. Like they can do it, but there's so many games.
Exactly, and there are games like that. It's like, how are you gonna find it?
Like, that's how I felt about Otherworld. I want to get into it, but I'm just like, brother, I have so many I haven't beaten yet.
That's why I'm terrified for next year. Like, there's like games that are coming out where I'm so excited, but like I don't want to rush. I don't want to feel pressured, but I also don't want to feel like I wasted money buying these other games.
Yeah, because I already know Cyberpunk 77.
That's me right now, Remnant of the Ashes, actually. I got it at the same time as Monster Hunter World. You know, it's a group game. We all play Monster Hunter World. I go Remnant of the
Dumb
Ashes.
sad. We got into Monster Hunter so late.
No, we really did. I'm
We're
so
like the
sorry.
last people in line.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We really like. We
I'm a
really did
noob.
not
I'm a
notice.
new.
Like now, I'm at the point where I'm actually seeing more and more players like actually play the game because I finally made it there. But like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was empty in the beginning. I didn't see
you go
a
to the gathering
damn
hub and no
soul.
one's there.
Yo, I did not see a damn soul in there. Oh, that crap was wild. And plus, you know, I sit secluded in our squad online session.
Yeah. Our secluded online session.
We really are lonely. Sometimes I'll be crying when it rains.
Yeah.
Press it.
Yeah.
When the one happy nigga in your group finally starts talking about his feelings, you know, I sometimes cry to myself at night.
Oh man, but it's true.
Next thing, what?
You cry yourself at night?
Yo, just drooled all over my hand. I hope they don't see that.
Yo, they're definitely gonna see because that light is blaring!
They're gonna see that they glisten and shit.
Yep.
4K.
The anime 4K glisten.
Yeah, it's nasty.
But okay, so what is the next big thing in gaming? Right now, it's open world and live service. What will come after it?
Well, I swear to God, better not see no more battle royales. I'm tired.
I think that's gonna die out.
I think that's gonna die, but I think that's
But
also
battle
part
royales
of,
are
like,
always around.
Right, but I mean, like, they would have to change the formula
a
of.
lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Plan 8 is gonna do something crazy. I hope.
So, like, what do you think? better out there.
Carlo best be watching you.
We're holding South Korea accountable.
Yeah, you better not.
If you fuck up, fuck it. I'm joking.
We know a part is not going to be in the video. We know what part is not going to make it.
I guess imagine like it actually doesn't hear that. It was like, okay.
But what do you think is the next thing? I personally think VR is, because it's a thing now, but like it's getting so much better now.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a prevalent thing, but also like that's just a tool. What
other thing? Like,
what form of game?
Well, seeing that the last game of the year was a story-based game, which it was open world God of War, but like it did have a story that like it wanted to follow through, that you had to play if you wanted to explore more of the land. So I feel like if someone finally makes another good story-based game,
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna be a norm though.
yeah, it's
like
not gonna be. It's not
like,
gonna be a norm, but there is gonna be a group that's gonna create a story-based game somewhere.
I think the norm now. I think the reason why open world is so big now, especially online open world, is because
we wanted it
you
for
can.
So long.
You can walk with your friends. You can explore with like randoms from like Australia. And like
I'm sorry, I don't really explore with randoms. I see randoms in like open world games and I ignore them.
I mean, other people do.
Yeah, like, other people do,
like,
but
the thing is, it gives you that option.
Yeah,
and that's what's great about it. And like, I think the future is just gonna evolve into like, not just open world games, but like everything being a thing of like co-op.
You think everything's gonna come into like an online?
Yeah, most
open world.
Most definitely.
I miss my couch games.
I would love for there to be a thing where like you could do a VR and like go with your friends from game to game. It's gonna be hard
to be real.
No, I mean I don't mean like that. I mean like in the sense of like say like it would be hard to do it with different companies, but say Ubisoft, right? From you see Destiny, not Destiny, Division.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to snap your face. I was just thinking. Snap out of it, Michael. Snap it. Wake up, man. Division 2 and Ghost Recon. I would love to be able to walk with your friends and like playing that game, having a good time, and be like, yo, you want to go to the next world? Open up a door and just go into Division.
That'd be cool.
That could be the future of just like seamlessly going to any world you want and adventuring. In
that's kind of like okay.
You see, we're like
I'm
this
gonna say
in
it,
the Avatar
but
world.
it's not actually like VR chat kind of does that. Like
I see what you're saying,
y'all like have a spot that someone goes doom 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 doom, press some buttons and they have a portal just pop. Like they do that in
yeah, but
VR
chat
chat
to be like mainstream.
Yeah, I know what we're saying, but like they have like the idea of like that has popped in.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a fucking system where a lot of weird people are.
Yeah, you just came with the whole VR chat community.
Yo, I'm sorry. I love memes. Y'all are a walking meme. Every last one of y'all are a walking meme there.
Just a whole bunch of like avatars of just like a meme picture. Just
what are you talking about? We're very serious.
I'm sorry, when the minute Uganda Knuckles came out and there was
I was dying when that meme came out.
Bro, when I saw Russian Knuckles,
what's Russian?
Yo,
he rolls up in a tank.
He rolls up in a little tank. He starts speaking all types of angry Russian.
I'll show you the clip after this video, after this shit's done. I'll show you. It's the greatest thing ever. I love it.
I hope that's the Russian anthem, like the Russian anthem. I hope that's what's playing at the end of that clip, because that shit was hilarious.
No, that's what plays. That's what
Go see it from behind it, and then it turns around and just rolls around in his tank.
So I have the next question is kind of philosophical.
I'm not smart enough to know.
All right, time to get into the.
So I mean, it's a little philosophical. So gaming is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like everything ends and new things begin. But at what line will? Because obviously people are going to make new worlds or whatever in VR eventually in the future if Earth can live long enough, or if we don't kill ourselves long enough.
Are you quick enough?
Yeah, quick enough.
Fallout becomes real.
So like, when people actually make other worlds, right? So like a parallel to Earth or parallel to whatever in like VR, what's the line between gaming and
reality?
Another world, another reality? What line do we cross for there? Because there are realistic games. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance is a game, but it's super like realistic.
Realistic, yeah.
So like, if we were able to play that in VR, is that a game? If there was no like main quest, it was just like you can go and do whatever. Yeah.
I get what you mean. So it's like, and I remember I played a very tiny bit, but like you get to eat and drink and shit, right?
Yeah.
And like your appearance, like your physical appearance can like actually like
and when you get
scare
hurt,
somebody.
like, your like scars last.
Yeah. So like everything is like kind of real.
Yo, that's dope.
But the fighting
like
is not
$20
that.
right?
I don't like the fighting though.
I'm sorry, if we can make more games like that, I'm sorry. I'm making sure I'm throwing myself off all the mountains. Yo, I know I sound insane.
Coming like this.
Yo, bro, imagine walking to a bar. I want just a slice of bread and just a rock welch of just like a bump and a rock sticking out. It's just there. Yo, I just
became elemental.
Yo, bro, like I just want to sit down, have like arrows in my back, and act like nothing is wrong. That's why I loved Minecraft so much. Getting shot with an arrow and running around with your boys with that shit still in your head.
So you're saying the future is Minecraft?
The future is Minecraft with better graphics.
Steve.
Oh, sorry.
But what's the one?
So from reality to games.
I think once someone refers to that world as like their go-to spot, kind of like, hey, I live here. Like this is I think this is more of my world than my real world.
Right. I mean,
so you're talking about
and that happens now with games, but
yeah, like World of Warcraft was I think one of the first games where people are like, I'm here
world.
more than the real world.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think more like heavy set, like with the aspect of life and stuff in the game, and like it getting to like.
Especially
serious.
where it's like MMOs where you can marry people. Right?
Yeah.
But like if you have a VR with that, like you're very much probably gonna actually get emotions for these people because people already fall in love with people from around the world.
Yeah.
All for it.
Yeah.
So just imagine like a VR MMO world.
Also, this like side note, they have a thing like that dating like website where like it's
You go through VR.
It's VR, but like everyone's a different object. So like you date like a trash can or you date a giraffe, and so it really makes you like fall in love with their personality, not their looks.
Arizona can right there. It's kind of I'm vibing with it real quick.
You imagine that you going on a date.
It's like when you bite your lip. Don't.
You know it's crazy. You go onto a date and some stick runs up in a foreign language, bro.
You don't let me.
Yo, I need to join this. Cause William already knows how stupid I sound. Yo, cause you were wheezing the other day. Yeah.
But yeah, so
sign me up.
I think it's once it becomes like maybe when people just like give up on the real world and like they literally just live at home or live at some point you're not gonna afford home, so you just live somewhere where there's internet.
That's literally
what I'm gonna do.
Live outside of McDonald's and plug that bitch in and start.
I'm literally gonna do that. I think eventually VR is gonna be so big that they're gonna have because they already have esports hotels now. They have one in Japan.
Right.
I think that's the first one. I think. But I think they're eventually have VR hotels where you could just stay in rooms. I think.
Yeah, imagine if they had like a VR hotel where you go in and you put on the VR helmet.
Oh, and everything.
And everything is virtual reality, and the people are like their avatars.
Oh, what if it's like they do it with like AR? That'd be clean.
That'd be.
And so the drinks would be like, yeah, let me get that purple cocktail. Like, it tastes like Sprite, but it's clean as fuck, man.
No, this shit tastes like Cheerios. I have that texture too. I think that's not a drink.
That'd be so dope. I think it'd be cool. Then you could have like events in like the gym there or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a video where the guy like literally wore VR for like an entire month?
Yeah. Oh, it was
24 hours in VR. No, it was like a week in VR.
Yeah.
Literally, he has 2 VR systems and he wears it, and the only time he takes it off is when he needs to switch batteries. When he takes them off, he keeps his eyes closed. And then literally for an entire week, he goes in VR. And he said like the first day he felt lonely as hell. And then he had someone introduce him to VR chat, and he finally watched a movie.
Yeah.
While in VR chat for the first time, like he was going through different different games through VR for an entire week without leaving his house.
Yeah.
So he would brush his teeth while with the VR. Like I don't know how he learned his surroundings like that. That's some skill on its own. But like he literally spent an entire week. He even said like the number one concern he would have is that his eyes are gonna burn, but he literally said it never burned a single moment. It's just like he just walked around in VR the entire time.
And he like when he took it off at the end of the week, he walked outside and he was like, it was completely different. He was like, this was like true stimulation, because you get used to your like different realities.
Yeah.
That's how humans adapt. But like he said that it just couldn't beat fresh air and the wind hitting your face. So it's.
You need to watch that video, yo. It's actually.
I might have to.
It's rather interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
I wanted to do it as soon as I saw it. I was like,
yeah, but you need 2 VRs and you have some good ass batteries.
You need some good ass batteries.
Cause these shits they're blinding me when I try to look at the camera. That's why That's why my head's been stuck on y'all. Cause when I look here, my glasses are a little dirty, so it just comes off, and it's just nasty.
Now this is a question. Do you guys see yourselves finishing a game in 10 years, or at least playing games in 10 years? Because gaming is really big, but you know, like, people just drop off of
fall
gaming.
off
Yeah. Do you think you'd ever stop?
Excuse me. I've actually had this concern that I might stop gaming, like, cause there's been moments where I've jumped on the PS4 for like a minute, looked at all my games on my carousel, and just got off. Like I've done that a couple times, and I'm like.
But I don't think it's because of like my want to not play games. I don't think it's because I don't want to play games. It's just because I don't think there's a game I want to invest myself into right now. Like there's not a game that I'm like, I need to get on.
I get bored of the certain games that I have.
Yeah, I get bored of the games I have. Except like Spider-Man, I would say was probably one of the more recent games where I did not get off and I wanted to play every
that
second.
swinging is just
The swinging, the fighting, the story, everything about that game was great. So like that was one game that I like had that feeling for. Kingdom Hearts 3, I was scared to end it. I think that's my reasoning for Kingdom Hearts 3 taking so long to beat that is I didn't want to end the game.
I damn near cried.
I damn near cried too.
I'm an emotional wreck with that game, and I spent over like a good.
I'm not an emotional wreck. I almost cried.
I spent a month in Kingdom Hearts 2 to beat one fucker, and then spent another month because I spent 1 month prepping.
I spent 1 month prepping.
Because that it was just to have a chance.
Have a chance.
To actually throw hits. Like literally, I found at level 70, got 2-shotted. With a perk that prevents me from getting 1-shotted. So that's the only I would have gotten 1-shotted.
Yeah, it would not be me.
I actually had to max out my character and go do everything to go prep. And then to beat it, and then, you know, I got invested in it, and then I watched a shit ton of videos of the story because, let's get real, Kingdom Hearts story is a little too complicated.
Yeah.
At times, and it gets confusing, which is why I'm happy they finally found a way to have it revolve around. After being Dream Drop, which people give shit for, but I thought actually made it slightly... Like, Dream Drop, as much as it gets shit for, and how it quote-unquote messes the story up, it actually tried to resolve its issue, like...
Yeah,
because like...
try to fix a lot of things.
Like, it's trying to make you understand, like, characters that, like, disappear, like Shion, like, they show every brink of a character and shows how they're linked to Sora in one way or another. Which I thought was very interesting.
But no, I can see myself in the gaming community still, but I don't think... it has to be games that can keep me in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point I will fall off if there's not a game that's gonna like just pull me in. Because, like I said, the last one was Spider-Man on PS4, and that was like, I would say Monster Hunter at the beginning. I was just, I want to just keep playing. But yeah, I would say especially this year, no game has really kept me like gripped my heart and kept me there.
It took me a month to beat Kingdom Hearts because I loved Kingdom Hearts, but I didn't like stay.
Yeah, same for me.
I'm scared for like games like Cyberpunk because like I'm really banking on it for like because the last game I played hard was Red Dead Redemption 2 where I was like it was the last game like it's that feeling where it's like you wish you could play a game for the first time again and have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Red Dead was the last game I played like that I got a little bit of that feeling, but the last true game like that was Life is Strange, which was a couple of years ago. So I was like. It's where I'm just like, damn, I wish I could just experience it all anew. But like, games I'm playing now, I don't have that feeling.
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like it's still like the same games.
Yeah, and that's what I'm scared with like, Cyberpunk, because I believe in the game and I really think it's going to be great, but like,
I'm scared.
Is it going to be able to make me feel like, I want it? As soon as I go home, I'm taking off my socks and I'm playing this game.
Only reason why I'm scared of Cyberpunk, and like a lot of people are like, it's nothing like that game, but it definitely is because it's a lot. The aspect of it and like the whole like character customization and how you can the different classes.
Deus Ex.
Sorry, we had to cut again. We went a little past time. But basically, our next question is, what is your guys' favorite game of this generation? PS4, Xbox One.
Got dumb quiet. For PS4 and Xbox,
I've become more sophisticated.
Chill.
I've grown as a gamer.
I've grown since PS3.
After being Last of Us on PS3 like 5 times. Yeah, I've done that. I've literally played Last of Us 5 to Last of Us.
I would have to say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I think Spider-Man's my favorite one.
You know what's crazy? I would have been able to, say, hey, yeah, I played this game with some fucker
hold
and
on.
let him pass up the game.
Spider-Man or Batman Arkham Knight, because I was having a nerdgasm with
That was
Batman
I
Arkham
told
Knight.
I
didn't realize how I loved it. I just hated the tank. The fucking Batmobile, but I hated that shit. But everything about that game was perfect. The storylines, like all the like side missions, were just.
It was so fun.
That was such a good game.
So you choose that Spider-Man or just that?
I'm gonna pick both because Spider-Man was so good too.
Yeah.
It's just Spider-Man I think needed a little bit more. Which I feel like it was good.
I think
but
Batman
it needed more stuff.
I think Batman, the reason why I had more is because it was finishing off,
Yeah.
it was wrapping something off. Spider-Man would just like put you in like.
It just started us.
It just started you as like it put you in like a test for Spider-Man. It wasn't the end of his days. It was just like.
Yeah. You're not making another Batman game.
So.
You go because I gotta give me a minute.
Mine is, I don't care what anybody has to say.
I'm gonna hear Witcher come out of your fucking mouth.
I don't care what
time.
anybody has to say. My favorite game of this generation, which like I took a lot of consideration for, it's Life is Strange, 100%.
What the fuck?
100%. Like literally, because Life is
Hold up! You talk about Witcher like it's the Bible. Hold on. Yo, I swear you could do Witcher Bible verses on the fucking commentary for that game.
Yeah. Like Witcher is an amazing game, but like the thing about Life is Strange that gets me is because it embodies. I love coming of age.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay, because like I liked Before the Storm. Like I thought Before the Storm.
I saw Nvidia because I was waiting for
Oh.
the 2 to end so I could play them in chronological order, and I'm about to buy 2. But the reason why I chose that is because I love coming of age stories, and Life is Strange. Literally, like there were so many parts of Max or just other characters that I related to, and I was like, fuck, I felt just like that.
You related to some white girls?
No, I mean it's just different like elements
I
and
know.
aspects of like.
Of like
Who
high
they
school
are,
and stuff.
yeah, and it's just like, fuck. Or like the high school they went to, I really wanted. I always wanted to grow up in a small town and go to artsy fartsy school. That was literally what I've always wanted to do. And I was and live in a dorm school too, where you could like freely like in the powers too. Like everything about it was like interesting. And when it got dark, I was like, fuck. Like it grabbed me. And when it was over, and when they had you choose like save your friend or kill a lot of people.
Oh, that last one.
Yeah.
Yo, that last choice was. Mess.
It hurt me, and I was like, and then when I originally chose, so the spoilers, it's been out for years, so it's fucking play.
So fucking play it.
But like when I originally chose to keep Chloe alive, and then you drive through and you see the wreck, and I'm like, this is a wreck, and I went back and I had my friend die, and when I saw the butterfly fly, I was like, she knows. She knows, and I was like,
yeah, he was in it.
I was crying, and then when the game was done, I hear like that music. I was like, this was an experience. I'm never gonna forget this game.
And you can
like,
tell the difference between our choices.
Skyrim, it sounds crazy. I don't care what anybody says. Skyrim and Life is Strange gave me very similar feelings of like emotion-wise, of like enjoyment.
Oh. Okay.
They brought different emotions, but like those two are my top 2 favorite games of all time.
Okay. We have very different choices. Mine was Batman and Spider-Man because I'm a nerd. I was like, Batman had every story right. I was like, yo, Jason Todd, even though I wish they didn't show him in the flashbacks because then I would have gave me more of like a holy fuck, it's Jason. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was still good. And then all the side stuff was dope. I loved all the villains you had to fight. Oh, it was just so good. In the story and like Batman going insane and Joker wasn't even really there. He was so prominent. Oh,
that's what's so clean about it.
Good.
Oh, I love the Joker. I love just walking into your room to see that motherfucker on top of.
Chocolate is so much. Oh my god.
I loved him, yo, cause I sat there I'm like. So
I feel like that was
this was me. I was like, Michael's Batman. I'm Joker, just fucking being a dick in his head.
And that and that whole end scene when you're in Batman's head and you're playing as Joker with the gun.
God.
I thought that was so good because it's like. You get to see like Batman, how strong Batman is mentally, but also seeing like I feel like this Joker was the most fleshed out Joker personality in anything. I don't care. I'm sorry, animated Batman. I'm sorry, Heath Ledger. Everyone, the Arkham series Joker is the most fleshed out Joker of all time.
I think it was super like important, super big to show like him locking him in that like cage or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was the cells for the.
I was like that. It shows a lot of mental strength, but it also shows that like. He's not dead.
Yeah.
That will always be part of him, and Batman will always have to continue fighting that fight.
Yeah, while doing everything else.
And that's it just shows how powerful Batman truly is. But you have your game.
Me for Jason Todd.
I know it's crazy. After hearing the gamer side why he enjoyed it, and then here you have an emotional run, I'm over here sitting here like, God damn it, what did I go through?
What have I gone through for PS4?
Since
just for PS4, not.
Yeah, since 2013.
I would say we started very late.
Oh, you know, what did you guys get?
We got it like 2016, 2017. Because I had just started working. I had to buy my own system. So it was like 2016, 2017. And then he got his like 2 years ago.
I got mine with the tax money. With my tax money.
Oh.
For me, yeah. That was weird.
Can I count Final Fantasy 14? Because like Final Fantasy 14 it holds a spot in my
That was actually not, yeah.
Final Fantasy 14.
You can count it. It's
Final Fantasy 14 has put like a spot in my heart, like predominantly, like.
There's memories.
Yo, like you don't understand, like when I first entered that shit, I played that shit when he went to college. He would come back and I would play I played as a little ass dude called Jack.
The Lalafell.
I call him, his name was Lalafell. His name was Jackal Knee Stab.
Okay, so the backstory is that he was a Lalafell, which is the shortest character in the game, but he was also the Rogues class, and they have daggers. So like, since he's so short, he's stabbing
That's
knees.
when you like playing the small.
Yeah.
He's just stabbing knees like, yeah.
So like that, yeah, like I was Lalafell, Jackal Knee Stab, and then that had to get cut because Michael joined a new server. So I joined the server as a female cat called Leia Snowcaller. Yo, I could cite names: Momoi Moonshade, Dusk Assassin.
Oh yeah, that was Isaac.
Yo,
We were the trio back then. People we would talk to people like, I'm going through memory lane with him.
He's about to start crying.
I'm ready to start crying now because I'm talking about it.
Yo, it was so good. The community of Final Fantasy is fucking amazing.
Yo, so Final Fantasy 14 hits different because the thing was I started off as the pugilist because I couldn't choose ninja off rip. So I went through the journey as a pugilist. Learned the arts and the ways of the hand to hand. Cut it around level 25. Then I went to be the rogue, so I reset it back to level 1 as the rogue and went to journey back up to him and Isaac. So that was alone my own personal journey of having to catch up now. Being the weakest one in the group, always being the weakest one, due to the fact that I did no fucking way. Yo, you can't do me like this. This hitting different.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's starting to hit different. Like,
so you gotta stop talking.
Being the weakest one in the group because I didn't understand I needed to run dexterity and not strength. Because I was running strength because I'm a fucking schmuck. Like I had to play as the assassin, and then slowly we started to learn how this world functioned. We knew who the blacksmiths were, the main server was. Exodus, I shout you out. Was Exodus?
We were on
Frankfurt. Love y'all.
They don't like you now.
I don't give a fuck.
Dang.
I can't remember, bro. It's been a minute. I also had a character on Exodus. That's why. That's why I started with Jackal Knee Stab. So, Frankfurt was beautiful. Like, it's just that you go through Final Fantasy, and then if you're a fan of it, there's different monsters and exploring the overworld. Like, I was there when the Blue Mage dropped.
I remember that.
Yo, the overworld's empty because everyone's now at the point where they're level 80 or 90 at this point. Don't know what level cap is at.
At that time, it was still 70.
Yeah, but now
it's 80.
So everyone was already stood in the main season, kept going off into dungeons. I was there when the movement of the Blue Mage came up, and that was hands down the most emotional moment of my fucking life.
Yeah, when you see
watching everyone actually explore out into the overworld that has been abandoned and forgotten. Because the overworld's beautiful, I love it. I also spent probably 2 weeks of my life trying to get a single car.
That'd be the way he breathed.
Yo, dude, that shit, that was torture. But when I fucking made that car, when I made the regalia go up into the sky,
yeah, because you get the regalia.
Oh, I busted my ass off for the regalia. When I made that shit fly up to the sky for the first time, oh, that shit was different.
Yeah, because you know how you play 15, right?
Yeah.
You know when you take off in the airship and it turns into does a whole transformation? It did the same thing in Final Fantasy.
I had that car.
And he bought the car. I didn't get it, but he did.
The difference is this was the only 4-person mount car at that point.
Oh.
So anyone who went into the car, the driver of it would drive as either Ignis or Noxus. Don't remember who you
I
mimicked.
think it was Ignis.
The other person was Prompto in the passenger seat.
Oh, so
Another dude
Was
was
Gladius chilling like this?
one was Gladius in the back, and the other one played
Noctis, I
Noctis.
think.
Yo,
Or Ignis, one of the two.
one of the two.
I forgot which
Bro,
one.
that shit was so different. Going into the Golden Saucer to take in that whole gambling vibe was beautiful. Going through Triple Triad, even though it was a worthless system in the game, I still spend hours playing NPCs for
Yo, when
cards.
you go out and find these niggas in a blizzard, it's like, I'm here to play cards. I'm here to play cards.
Yo, you don't
Let's go.
understand. It was different. Yo, when we bought our first fucking house, bro, it was different. Yo, it was so touching to me. It put me through a lane of like, this is SAO without the VR for me. Sure, the HUD looks kind of ugly at times.
And yeah,
the fighting
combat
isn't the
is
best. But it was just, the world is beautiful. The community was great. Just, yo, bro, I never went broke for a house. I put so many decorations into that small house we had, and I enjoyed every fucking minute. This is where the quote, see, we are new, see our sprouts came from. I know you remember that shit. Yo, it just resonates in energy. Yo, going through memory lane right now, yo, I'm gonna cry.
Just out of nowhere, cut this nigga.
I'm gonna cry. Like, yo, I had so many good moments for those 3 months of me making Michael lose money because I couldn't pay for it. I made them 3 months or so count. Yo, that game just has so many memories behind it that, like, it's my favorite game coming from PS4. Yo, it's one of my favorites. Like, yo, that shit really has, like, I'm gonna cry now. Like, yo, I really miss this game, nigga. Yo, I actually miss this game. Like, I want to I want to get a permanent job, re-download it, and start going through it again. I hit the max cap, but I never got the best armor. Like, I still have things to do, it feels like. It's just there's so much to this world that I haven't been able to finally do it. And that's what makes me sad. I want to finish it, and I can't. I need to get back on Final Fantasy. I need to get another job soon, because this shit actually, yo, I got emotional dope hard right now, bro. This shit was so real for me. Yo. Oh.
You what?
Yo, Will, you good?
Are you good?
I'm fine. Yo, Final Fantasy 14, yeah, it's hands down like my favorite gaming experience.
That was
For
beautiful.
PS4, bro. Yo, why'd you do this to me? I remember collecting my little pets, even though they were pointless as well, but just to have them with you. Bro, the first time the blue bird went on my shoulder, I damn near screamed. Yo, it was just a different moment.
The blue bird. I remember that was one of the.
I even had a moon that when I poked it, it would lower or go up into higher into the sky. Like, there's just simple things that made me love the game. And I literally actually just shed some tears. You can't see them because they're stuck here, but
I saw
shed
one
some
of those,
actual
right
tears.
eye.
I shed some real tears just now because, oh, I love that game. I want to go back there, and I want to go back there in an anime opening like
I'll
S
tell you.
way.
I'll tell you, like Final Fantasy, like we just said, if you have your squad, one of the most enjoyable games you ever played. Just because like the world is so massive and like you like to, you know how you like to ponder and look at things.
Mhm.
There's a spot anywhere for it. Like I remember I found a cliff off the map. I was like, oh, can I go to that cliff? And I flew to it, and I sat down and I looked and you see like all the clouds and then like where the actual land was. I was like, yo, this is different.
Yeah, bro, it was.
Or even when you leave the Gridania and you go out and then like there's like a right on the right side. I remember everything. You go out the gate. There's like little like things going up and like little like arches. Little arches. You go past there. And you go take a right to where the lake is, and you stay right there. And you look at Gridania from the lake, but the water was so clean. The little like water mills turn in, and you're just looking. You see like the like little fly thing like butter. Oh, yo, stop. All right, let's just get it over. We're done here. We're done.
I know, like, but saying like deep down, I could really talk about this game for hours, as if
Just
it was
memories
like
on
a
that
real
game.
like, bro. When he downloaded Shadowbringer, fuck you, by the way.
I haven't done much ever.
You got Shadowbringer. You went back onto Stormblood so you could finish it, so you could feel motivated to get Shadowbringer. Michael said it felt like an anime opening because he finally dropped back into the world after not being there for months and saw all the people.
Yeah, and
So, your friends-
that's the best part
your
of the
friends-
community is like when you finally see the people you know, because when you friend someone on the game,
Their
their name
color's
turns
different.
orange. So like you know them, like when you see their name, it's orange, not blue. So like when you see the orange name, you're like, wait, I know them, and then they know you, and then they like, hey, how's it going? You're like,
Yo, Joe. I'm gonna say it right now.
We just need to just cut it now. But keep going, Will.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Will.
Don't be sorry.
You really fucked. When you said what's your favorite game, yo, I kept trying to think of something else.
Mine's still Batman, but yeah.
Yeah, but when you were going through like what's your favorite game, like I was struggling until I finally said Final Fantasy. Like I said like I thought 15, and I remembered the regalia, and then I remembered 14, and I just said, yo, I think there's history back there.
I think that's what's important about games, like.
Yo, like
people, like outside people that don't play it, especially older people, are like, it's just games, a waste of time. But like, literally, what you just said, like, it literally brought you to another world. Yeah. So that was this episode of Pop World. We're gonna end it by holding each other's heads and closing eyes. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe it. Subscribe to the channel. One love, peace.